Most people think they are eating healthy. They read labels, they count calories, they choose what they have been told is good for them. But here's the problem. You are not eating wrong. You are eating unstable. And that one difference changes everything. Because some of the foods you trust the most are quietly pushing your body in the wrong direction. Not in a dramatic way, not overnight, but slowly, meal by meal, day by day. Because the real problem is not just what you eat, it is how your body responds to what you eat. And most people never look at that. They focus on calories. But your body does not just count calories. It reacts to signals. And one of the most powerful signals in your body is insulin. When insulin is constantly elevated, your body shifts into storage mode. Fat storage, energy crashes, more hunger. And this is why most diets fail. Not because people lack discipline, but because their system is unstable. Over time, this pattern can lead to insulin resistance, which is now associated with a large portion of modern chronic conditions. This is the part most people miss. You are not just eating food, you are programming your body, so instead of asking what is healthy, a better question is what keeps my system stable. Because when your system becomes stable, everything changes. Your hunger changes, your energy changes, your cravings change, not because you forced it, but because your internal signals changed. So let us break this down, not based on trends, not based on hype, but based on how your body actually responds. Number 1, sauerkraut. Now, I know most people would never get excited about this. It is fermented cabbage. It smells strong. It does not look impressive. But inside this one food, there are trillions of live microbes. And that matters more than most people realize. Because your gut is not just a digestive organ, it is a control center. It influences your immune system, your inflammation levels, even your metabolic signals. But here's the key detail. If that sauerkraut is pasteurized, those microbes are gone, destroyed by heat. So, what looks like the same food can behave completely differently in your body. That is the first pattern. It is not just what you eat, it is what actually makes it into your system. Number 2, arugula. Most people treat it like just another leafy green, something you add to a salad and forget about. But inside your body, this does something very specific. It helps increase nitric oxide. And nitric oxide controls how your blood vessels expand. Better circulation, better oxygen delivery, better nutrient flow, and when that improves, your entire system benefits. Not just your heart, everything, energy, endurance, even how you feel throughout the day. Number 3, wild-caught salmon. This is where things become more obvious. Just a small portion around 3 ounces can give you roughly 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. And that matters because most people are overloaded with omega-6 fats. From seed oils, from processed foods, from things they eat every single day, that imbalance drives inflammation. And omega-3 helps bring that back into balance. So when people increase omega-3 intake, they often notice something. Less stiffness, less joint discomfort, more fluid movement, not instantly, but consistently. And consistency is what matters. Now, here is something most people get completely wrong. They think lean protein is always better. More protein, less fat. Sounds logical, but that is not the full picture. When you eat protein by itself, your body processes it relatively quickly. But when protein comes with natural fat, everything changes. Digestion slows down, energy becomes more stable, you feel full longer, your blood sugar stays steady, and you feel the difference. You feel satisfied, but not heavy, steady, but not crashing. This is why something like grass-fed beef behaves differently than ultra-lean processed protein like chicken breast with no skin. Number 4, grass-fed beef. Now, I know this one surprises people because red meat has been labeled as something you should avoid. But when you look at how your body actually responds, the story becomes very different. Real whole cuts of meat contain protein, fat, and micronutrients in a form your body recognizes. And that matters, because your body is not just counting macros, it is interpreting signals. How fast something digests, how complete the nutrients are, how natural the structure is. That is what determines how you feel after eating. Number 5, Brazil nuts. Just 1 or 2 per day. That is all you need. Do not eat more. Seriously. Because they are one of the richest sources of selenium on the planet. And selenium plays a critical role in your thyroid function. Your thyroid controls your metabolic speed. If it slows down, everything slows down. Energy, fat burning, recovery. But here's the part most people do not realize. Selenium also supports your immune system at a very deep level. Certain immune responses depend on it, so a small deficiency can create a much bigger effect than expected. But too much selenium is toxic. That is why 1 or 2 Brazil nuts is the sweet spot. Small input, big impact. That pattern shows up again and again. Number 6, extra virgin olive oil. Not processed oil, not cheap blends. Real olive oil. This helps your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients from vegetables. It supports your cells, and it reduces oxidative stress. But here is something most people do not know. A lot of olive oil on the market is not actually pure. It is mixed, altered, diluted. So again, same label, completely different result. Number 7, dark chocolate, not candy, not sugar-loaded chocolate. High percentage dark chocolate. Because inside it there are compounds called polyphenols. These compounds support circulation. They can also help increase nitric oxide, which means better blood flow again. And here is the interesting part. Sometimes, when people crave chocolate, they are not craving sugar. They may actually be low in magnesium. And dark chocolate happens to be rich in it. So your cravings are not random. They are signals. Now, step back for a second. Look at all 7 foods. They share something in common. They do not overload your system. They do not spike your body. They do not create chaos. They create stability. And that is the key. Because when your body becomes stable, everything else starts to change. Your hunger decreases. Your cravings lose intensity. Your energy becomes predictable. Not because you forced discipline, but because your internal system changed. And once that happens, you do not need willpower the same way, because your body is no longer working against you. And that is the real difference between eating healthy and eating in a way your body actually responds to. You are not just choosing foods, you are shaping signals. And those signals are shaping your body. So the next time you think about food, do not just ask, is this healthy? Ask, what is this going to do inside my body? Because once you start asking that question, everything changes. And that is where real control begins.